Hello everyone and welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, featuring Dante for the Devil series. Where last we left off, we completed pretty much all of the game. We got the best Magatama, the Masacados, after going through the Badao Temple, wherever it's called, and pretty much finished off the Tower Kakatsuchi, and we ended off attempting the final bosses. We got to phase 2 of the 5 final boss, but his eternal light of spotless mind, whatever you want to call it, pretty much trounced us. So during the time between the last stream and now, I've done some grinding and done some freezing. So we kicked out Hellbliker. He served us well for a majority of the game. I think we got him as soon as we could fuse him, and then we've used him up to this point. And we've also given Dante the backbench. Instead, we now have Metatron. And even after the amount of time I spent fusing him, he's alright, but there are some lower versions that are better. Because there is, I think it's Gabriel, has an immunity to magic, which would have been useful, but I don't know if... Actually, no, I think all of Kosuchi's attacks almighty or physical, so it wouldn't have helped too much. So give a look up to Metatron. He's kind of like the, he's the penultimate summon, because there's him, and then above him would be Beelzebub Fly, which is another thing to go through a load of different fusions. For Metatron, I had to make 3 different angels and then fuse them all together to make him. But to make those 3 individual angel, divine, seraph creatures, I had to go for a lot of fluff just to get them. And just to show you how he's good, but he's not as good as some others. He knows Expel Death and all elements, but he also has a hidden resistance to everything else. So if it's not those 3 things, he takes half damage from them, which is nice. However, that doesn't take away enemies' turns, it just means he's better at surviving. Whereas Gabriel, I think it's Gabriel, nullifies magic, would have given me extra turns. So as I say, I don't know what Kagutsuchi's attacks would be counted as. Since they're almighty, I think they just ignore. And I don't know if Metatron has a resistance to almighty, because it just says for all other elements. I don't think that would count almighty. I would hope it does. And for him, I've got Mickey Dolan just because it's almighty. It also gave him Rakunda, so he can actually give us more defense so we can survive it. And he also has Debilitate, which is great because that minuses 1 tier for the enemy's statistics. So attack, defense, magic, and evasion all at once, which is great. So we'll be a lot more tankier with Metatron in the field. And good morning to both Snipes and Fried Zombie. You got here just at the beginning. And I can do that right for you now. Sniper, I just need to turn it on. Edit. Okay, apparently I never turned it private. So that's already on then. I swear I made that private. To make it the get one? That's also everyone. Okay. Well, it's in there, Snipes, so... It's also one of the longer cooldowns, just because it's a very long sound clip. Aside from getting Metatron, I also grinded for about 16 or so hours. So now, my character, it says I'm level 99. I'm not, I'm level 106. Because it doesn't count after 99. And just to reiterate for those who weren't here earlier, the max level of this game is 255. It just stops counting at 99. You continue to get stat points and your HP and MP continue to go up. So you could end off with 800 to 900 MP at max level. And I'm 106 because I got 7 levels above 99, unless I miscounted somewhere. But I'm one-shotting everything? No, we're not gonna one-shot the boss. Unless I do a lot of setup. Like if I reduce his defense to nothing and increase my attack, I still don't think I can one-shot him, because I'm damage capped and he has more than the half of health. I don't think it really changed with my character. I've now maxed out the agility and put a few points into magic, but it's not much of a change there. And also luck's maxed out, which is nice. And Just double check that it's on its timer, so we don't have to worry about random fights. It's already in effect. Okay. Let's make sure everyone has max MP for this. Pretty much are. It's just my character doesn't really need much. Just sold to on eBay for 200 quid. That sounds about right. If you would have sold it earlier, before the rise of emulation, that would have been a bit more expensive. It's getting over there too now. But yeah, SMT3 Nocturne is like the most popular of the early SMT games. It's also widely regarded as the best one. I have Estoma, why are you fighting me? So you've chosen death. 420. And even with all these levels, I'm still on one-shotting. I forgot they had Reflect, which Pierce doesn't affect. So just kill her. I know it's been around a while, but it's gone better, and it's more, Am I going the right way? Oh, I have to go through this fucking maze again. It's gonna be annoying. It's more the fact it's gotten better and more widely known. So no one's around 375. Pretty good price. Should have probably walked this way already, so it's all done. Are you sure this is the right way? Mada, mada, mada. I have no idea. Sure. Oh boy, 770 marker. I really need that. Someone's around 375. I've got the PSP version, so I'm fine. Yeah, when people make offers, that is so annoying. I know what you mean. I was selling a couple of graphics cards, and I think I sold it for like 200. And I was just this random guy, he offered me 20 for both. It's like, what? Then I get people offering 50 or 100. Like, you're offering way less than half. Who is ever going to take them? Okay, yeah, that's correct. Because we go on the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside. Nice damage. Very evil. What happened? It's kind of meh damage, but then I didn't really do anything about his stats. I really should have upgraded his stats, now thinking back to it. You guys quite? No, okay. Run Estoma, see if that helps at all. I'm way high level on these creatures, so Estoma should work. GBPC sucks at PS2 emulation. I've heard the more modern you go, the worse it is. Like, PS4 is atrocious. Though apparently Switch is coming along pretty good. Thankfully, the Switch is very easy to stream, so I don't have to worry about it. Okay, it's this way. Been about a week, so I have to remember how to do all this. Then backwards. Go to the edge of this. It should be this elevator. Oh, so that's why I can pierce and see heals from it. Ryu Jinx. That sounds like it'd just be an emulator only to have Ryuji. You guys talking about the Phantom Thieves? Just probably a Switch emulator. Enough. Your laptop is using 80% utilities streaming. Most basics are using 1.2%. It really depends on what you're also using for streaming, if you're using the graphics card or the CPU. I'll just take this up, yeah. Moving on up. I ascend. We go from 475 to 666. Using NVEC. That's probably why. It's best to use the CPU if you have a good enough CPU for it. It looks a lot better. I can tell you what I have, because that's what I use. Yeah, I use advanced MME encoder as X264, and my CPU usage is medium. Yes. Why did it change my camera that way? Put it in, baby. Oh, he's talking about 20 minutes to get back up here. I could quickly take a screenshot of it for you. Pretty sure we're talking about the same thing. Come on. Let me do the thing. There we go. You'll hear the camera noise, just because that's what Piazzo does. Those are my settings for the output. Come to me, and you'll see a world of demons and anguish. Skip this? No. Dropped frames? Not even once. Time to fight the big disco ball in the sky. This party's about to end. Get those party hats on. Oh no, ice. I don't care about it. Those settings would also be very dependent on what your system is. You can see my rig below. If yours is above that, you can of course change settings. If it's below that, you don't want to lower them. Three tiers up, 3 tiers down, see what this does. If I do one more tier and get a crit, I can probably hit the damage cap. It was mainly my CPU usage for the blurriness of the stream before, and now it's medium. As far as I can tell, it's pristine. Herb cartridge should be maxed, so let's start debilitating him. Beautiful. Oh, yep, full Kakatsuchi, so here comes Vassalai. 200. Buffs. You break the game. He made the phase lower? Okay. Come on, give me a crit. Damn, son! That was non-crit! How did it go up so high? Oh, he's in low health. Let's top off just in case. I'm not overclocked at all now. Probably straight away from it. Oh yeah, I've been increasing my magic. That also increases Frykugel. Phase 2. I'm pretty sure he keeps all his debuffs. I keep all my buffs. Let's do Rakunda, that'll tell us. Yeah, he keeps his debuffs. House of You. Don't use Dragon Eye, come on. I'm gonna heal for that. I'm gonna heal Void it. He's doing so little damage since I've buffed up to max. I think I can debuff his magic once more. Speaking of which, let's give an elixir up to Metatron, so keep doing it. Okay, limit's reached. Thank God he used that straight up, because he loses his turn. My turn. Being very unlucky with these crits, though. Should just pass with Metatron. I do more damage. Still not in the low health form. Top off just in case he debuffs me. I am Destiny. He's about to use the light move. Pretty sure he always speaks before he uses Holy Light. He's in low health. Stop off Napaz, just in case he does a lot of damage still. Infinite Light. Still doing only 200. Before that was doing like 800. Buffs are a beautiful thing. Nice! Yeah, Breath of the Wild will be after this. Must be fitting that the final hit was a crit as well. Look at the child shadow. Now for the true final boss. And for those who don't know, this is Lucifer. In the top left of the screen, you now see that Kakasuchi is now dead, because Kakasuchi was giving us all the light phases. We've killed Creation, so Creation's no longer. We don't get any more bonuses if we have Rank Might or Dark Might. And Lucifer resists everything in the game by 75%. So if I don't have Pierce, doing a quarter damage. Which is why I really wanted Pierce, Demi-fiend. Lucy at home. If you keep using his mental skills, that'd be great for me, because I know everything. There's a new Shelby, never finished it. It's definitely a hard game if you don't go for the buff route, and you don't. You have to see your companions as tools in SMT. They cannot be your friends because you've got to discard them at almost every dungeon, unless you get very specific ones. How dare you get a crit? Okay, he's maxed out low defense. This max. Okay, swap over. Time to debilitate him. Oh, I'm so glad I'm full of bloody fiends and seraphs, immune to all of his shit. Oof. Yeah, your sub command's the same as the one of yours. Just so we don't get confused how to spell it. Nice Doge. choose it, pass. Oh, here comes High King. This could be painful. Not. I'm really buffed up, so it does a lot less. High King basically does the same amount if off Infinite Light, but he can spam it. So he could do that twice in a turn. Possibly 3 times if he gets crits and whatnot. Which is really painful. But thankfully I've set up a very good buffing build here. Okay, all my buffs are all set to max. Ah, now I've got to redo them. Just as I say, I got my buffs finished. At least he didn't get rid of his debuffs, so his attack is still lowered. What I really need is a defense so I can survive. Here comes High King again. Let's see how much it does now with only 1. Closer to 200 than 100. There go my buffs again. It'll be terrible when he uses Dakaja and then High King. Sure, use a great chakra, this is the final boss, so might as well just use their full heal items. Smoke him if you got him. Really, dude? At least you use that so I can either dodge or avoid it. He's not used Akunda, so he's still all of his stats reduced by 50%. No, I'm saying he's not used to Kunda. Kunda gets rid of his debuffs. That's beautiful. Oh, that was painful. His heal is meant to do a lot more than 200, but since I've really reduced his magic, he hardly healed himself. Normally I think that's meant to be a full heal. He only healed 200. But he almost killed me with that. That's dangerous. Let's give it an extra turn so I can just fill him myself. Since that's so close, it's throw off another Rokukaja. Would you stop? There it is, there's the Kunta. Now he's gonna be dangerous. Nice crits. Yeah, would have been nice to have a crit when he was biased. Oh, this is gonna be painful. I might have some deaths here. Oh! That was so lucky! 3 misses! Start debilitating him. Huh. What's his heal doing so little to himself? Because he just decunted, so he should have done a max heal. Oh. I think my defenses are still on. Yeah, my defenses were still on, that's good. So what Ruby actually does. It's just a very powerful move. I think it also has a chance for auto death, but all of my characters are immune to auto death, or just death. You can easily look it up. The game's very well documented in its wiki. I don't think anything in S&T can pierce death immunity, because the game already spams death spells. It'd be very shitty if it also had the ability to get around your immunity. So if I didn't have all of my buffs, B would still be doing a lot of damage. Like, probably 700 to 900. Oh, there it is, 900 damage to me. Oh no, I remember now. Root of Evil is an RNG attack. It can do 25, 50, or 75% of your health. That was it. For real life. Final fight. That's why Root of Evil is terrible if he does that first, because if he gets 75%, it goes across any of your defenses, so then he just does another attack and can just kill you. Hello, Loza. Yeah, you would think it'd be fixed, but no, it's an RNG move. I don't know why it's an RNG move. I'm good to already have that. Nice. He's minimized, that's good. Until he uses Dekunda. Let's top off. Looks like that was 50% across the board, except for Harlot, who dodged. There we go. A lot easier with all the levels I got. Now I'm level 107, I think. Oh yes, this point's gonna matter so much at the end of the game. Oh yeah, Trevor, you want to talk to me after defeating Lucifer? Oh, thank you. After current HP, that's never going to work on bosses, and I don't care, because I'm not going to be able to use it on anything. Yeah, the level cap's 255. Currently 107. Now we get to what's the ending of the true demon ending. There we go. That's the end of Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, preaching Dante for the Devil May Cry series. I played on normal. If I played on hard, probably would have needed a lot more levels. And there would have been a lot more of a clutch ending. See, instead of Diorama gets Diohara Han. So, instead of get the fight Lucifer twice. In a row. So remember, the game has, I think, 5 or 6 endings. You can choose each of the 4 reasons, go neutral, or you can go true demon ending, which is what I took. The true demon ending's very easy to go into, but it's the harder one to do. All you have to do is complete the Labyrinth of Kalpa before you go to the town of Kagutsuchi, and then you're locked into that. No matter the choices you made beforehand, you'll just have the true demon ending. It's harder because you have to do all of the Labyrinth, which you also have to do Beelzebub and Metatron. Then you have to do Lucifer at the end. Who's the fallen angel? Lucifer. Lucifer is the fallen angel because that's just what that's the law of Lucifer. Lucifer used to be an angel. He fell from grace and went to hell, became a demon instead. Lucifer made us because he's the one who implanted the Magatama into us when we were in the hospital. So we are the demon that's created in the heart of Lucifer, and then we get stronger than him when he tests us. Well, we could have also been a new fallen angel because we're human turning into a demon. It could be either way, Lozo. But the first fallen angel was Lucifer, and then he makes us. We can both be fallen angels together. We're bros. Hey, look, there's Dante. He was in this game, remember? Also, if he's in the title, and like 3 parts on my overlay. Is the implication that we become Lord of all Demons alongside Lucifer and we go to all the different worlds? Because it's all the other worlds we haven't conquered yet. We killed Kagutsuchi, who's the person over creation, so there's no longer any rebirth of the worlds. It's all going to be just demons forever. So we could go to all the different worlds and kill everyone on them, and hunt down the rest of the gods that were from different alternate realities and worlds. It's not to say if DDS is linked just because he's a fight. I'm pretty sure he's just there as a nod to the series. Just like Dante isn't really in this, and neither is Raido Kuzunawa. It's just like more fan service than really canon. You can see it either way. It doesn't make too much of a difference until we have like SMT5 where he's here again. It's like, oh, you remember that time I was in DDS? Yeah, can I have an asshole? Yeah, that is pretty much. Well, it depends on your view, because Kagutsuchi forces creation every so often. It's an endless cycle of everything's created, you go through life, and then you have another creation event where one person gets to decide how the next world is created. You'll either have a world of individuality, a world of power, a world where everyone works together, or a world where nothing changes and nothing happens. Whereas we destroy the cycle and just go through and kill everything. You know, just end it all. You could be a very nihilist and follow that. It could be implied several things, Lozo. There's definitely one way it can go. Demi is just short for Demi-fiend, because we're a human who was half demon, so we're part demon. And then to the end of the game, we become a full demon. Because we have a Magatama planted inside of us, we still have the heart of a human. We give away our heart to become a full demon in this ending. That's what the glowing red eyes signify, that we're a true demon. It happens when you're in the labyrinth. Now we can complete it. We can go into New Game Plus, where we have 3 different outfits. One's a jacket, one's the normal uniform, and then the other one's just normal. We can have 2 different camera views. You have to complete the game to get first-person mode. Save new cycle, yes. Also, with New Game Plus, you can also fusion and summon above your level. So you can just trounce it. Now you know where that background's like that. I think that background's only in Nocturne. I've only ever had Nocturne because I think EU only ever got Nocturne. I think we ever got the original. The original was Japanese only. Normal ending is honestly most satisfying, though it isn't canon. Is there even a canon ending for this game? Pretty sure they're all different universes. That's the end of this. There's not really much to show off with the New Game Plus, and I've got to go through all the introductions again to get to the point where I can show them off. It's just an annoying castle. But now we shall be swapping over to Zelda Breath of the Wild. Played all DDS. I've completed DDS 1. I have not completed DDS 2. They will be on my to playlist. Games. Is it not games? It's the list. Game list. There you go. This list of games. I already have a order of things we're doing. Doing Breath of the Wild, and then we're going over to SMT4, which I've never played, and then we're going through DDS 1 and 2. Unless anyone donates a game, at which point we'll do that after Breath of the Wild. But before we go off to Legend of Zelda, we shall be right back for a few minutes. So get yourselves ready for the start of the new game. I'll be right back.